Hello Pisces, and welcome to your third and final reading for the Equinox and spring season. If you haven't seen the other two readings regarding your material world, your financial world, and also the reading on your relationships, it should be linked down below. So please do go and have a look at that, and it will help you to understand this reading even more. This is going to be about your soul journey or your karmic path and how you can develop your spirit over this next spring season. Okay, so without further ado, and this will give you just enough time to subscribe, click that subscribe button and click the bell so you're getting notifications of everything that's coming out of for you. You have been killing it, Pisces, and it looks like the overall reading for your spiritual growth it's reflecting that learning process that you have been through, and it's going to help you to be so much more sort of solid and secure in who you actually are in the coming future, and quite an amazing card. Absolutely brilliant. So the Lovers, I find the Lovers is a Pisces card, yeah, because it's like those two fish in Pisces, yeah. So, and it's the combining of two forces. It's the kind of combining of the masculine and the feminine, and in unison, in perfect harmony. So I find it as a very Pisces card, and I was said this in your relationships. Go and have a look at it, because what is interesting in that part is that this card comes up in exactly the same place. And you're not the only sign that's had this happening. A lot of signs have had these cards that have been repeating. So this is here where you've got, this is the influencing energies over the next sort of 3 months. This is Aries season. This is Taurus season. And this is Gemini season. And Taurus season, as I've said in the other videos, is seems to be this year, a very poignant change for everybody, for every single sign. I don't think there's not been, I think it was only Sagittarius at the moment that have not had that massive change in Taurus season, but there is part of it as well. But it's just for everybody, and I think this whole process of these two cards here, the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. This coming 3 months, you would have stepped through from the work you've done in the past, and you've done some great work, Pisces. From the work that you've done in the past, is going to finally start converting on your karmic path, on your soul path, and you will then start seeing at some point the fruits of your labor, of what you've actually done in regards to that journey or that soul searching that is within you. And in Aries season, you will start feeling those inner victories. This is the most perfect card to have in this position on this reading. It is revelations and victories over oneself, little victories in the world around us, not necessarily against other people. That's not what I mean. But it victories in the way of, I've understood this, I've mastered this. And you are really mastering things. And it's combining that spiritual and that material side of life, I think, which is part of that mastering aspect that you're going through. In Taurus season, that changing season, this is where you've got to walk away from relationships that have not really been serving you, that not really, or from arguments, or from groups of people that just don't correspond to you anymore, because you have changed and you have developed. And with that change and that development with you, Capricorn went through a very similar thing to you prior to you, because obviously they're born just before you in your season, and they've gone through a similar sort of thing and waiting for the world to catch up with them. And it seems to be catching up in Taurus season. And in that Taurus season, you will realize that you have everything at your fingertips. In the physical world, you have this covered. You've got this, Pisces. And it's going to finally come out in Gemini season. It's going to lead into Gemini season where you're going to fall in love with yourself. You're going to be so happy about who you've actually become after this sort of like, you've gone through this complete transition, which I say has been happening for you, I think, for at least 6 months to the last year, a long time. And this is really coming through the fruits in the future as you step through that portal, going into a new understanding for yourself. 10 of Cups leading between the 4 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. That's amazing. So just pure happiness, and it's going to make you feel really joyous about these understandings and these really making progression on your path. And as you do, it's going to make you learn or understand that the physical world around you can be interacted in a completely different way, in a way that suits you and starts you on a journey that becomes very, very fortuitous by the looks of things. Okay, so that 3 of Swords is connected to the 3 of Cups. You're actually quite unique because you're the only sign that hasn't had the 3 of Swords, which, so 3 of Swords. Yeah. Did I say 3 of Swords earlier? I meant the 5 of Swords. So you haven't actually had the 3 of Swords, but every other sign has had the 3 of Swords. It's been really mad. But this, I think, is walking away from conflictual sort of things within the community around you. That could be family, friends, and even lovers. But just not getting involved in the conflict, not getting involved in the old paradigm. Okay, and although you're having the resources at your fingertips in Taurus season, you're going to wait for, it's like as if you sold loads of books, which you can get our books on Amazon. And if you've sold loads of books, you're not going to get payment for those books for 3 months. So it's going to be like, it's like the contracts are there and they're in place in according to life. So basically, on your spiritual or your soul path, you realize you have to be in a certain place. So once that's organized and dealt with and understood within you and with the universal vibration and the karmic system that is around you, it's going to take time for putting things into place so you can actually get where you need to be, or where you need to be going, or what you need to be doing to express that sort of understanding of those inner victories that you've had over these past sort of 3 months, 6 months. Let's just see how that sort of leads into the Lovers card. So it may be going on a journey of rediscovering your new soul tribe, you know, of who you are connected to around you. And it's all about that leap of faith. I think I talked about that earlier on. Or might have been in your relationship. I think the Fool came up down here. So that transition finally makes its full expression over the next 3 months and into the Gemini season. Don't forget, it does take time, these things. Don't expect that tomorrow you're going to learn everything or everything's going to fall into place. It's got to fall into place over a period of time. You've got to learn a bit of patience, maybe. And you tend to have patience. This is it, Pisces. You can be very patient whilst inside you being impatient. So it looks like a fantastic reading for you. All these last 3 readings have been really amazing, I think, for Pisces. Really have enjoyed it. So once you've subscribed and click that bell, Pisces, don't forget, life should be fun. So I know you're going to enjoy.